so much for joining me tonight. I'm happy that you are here and you came because you wanted to be here. You wanted to be here on tonight. Everybody that comes on this broadcast wants to be here. Thank you so much for tuning in on tonight with me. I am Angela Y. Irvin, or as I'm known on social media, I am Angela Yvonne. And this is your six-figure entrepreneur. That's who I am. And that's what we will be focusing on going forward in our podcast journey. Tonight, we are going to talk about how to think like an entrepreneur. But before we do that, I just simply want to say that I'm glad to be back on the air with all of you all. I'm glad to be here to share what I've been doing for over the last month. I think it's important to do a recap and to talk about all of the exciting things that has transpired over the course of a month, the last 30 days. And then if you want to share in the comment section, or if you want to come on live with me, I will allow you an opportunity to come on live with me so that you can share what you've been doing as well, because I want to see all of us win. That's what this podcast is about. And that's what I am about. That's what I've always been about. And as a six-figure entrepreneur who have other people that are joining the community, it is my job, my endeavor is to make sure that we are all winning. I don't want to be the only one that is achieving goals and that is doing very successful, and you are not. That does me no good if I'm the only one who's successful and you're the one that's struggling. And if that be the case, then you need to find you another mentor, coach, someone else that can help you to achieve your goals better than me. And at this point, I don't believe there's anyone else that's better than me, because you're hearing my voice. You came because I did not force you to come, but you came because you felt the tug, the need, the desire to be here on this call on tonight, or on this podcast on tonight. So we going to just share what I did this past month. This past month, boy, it was some exciting things that took place. First of all, I did get very little rest. Those that know me, uh, I do work a lot because I'm always thinking about how can I make this better? How can I make it better for the people that I serve? And because I'm here to serve you, I'm here to serve humanity. And I'm here because there's a problem that exists. And so therefore what I do is important to help solve that problem in someone else's life. And so quite naturally for the past month, instead of me getting the rest that I really truly needed, I was thinking about how can I serve you? How can I upgrade? What can I do to make things better for you, to cause our community to be more interactive with one another, to cause us to all grow and expand in our business? What can I do to just help you in your personal life, in your business life, as a life designer, as a six-figure entrepreneur? What can I do to help you be better? I know prior to us taking a short break that we did, because it really was short. It was only 30 days, guys. It was only 30 days. So prior to taking that short break that we did, I was talking about a lot of different subjects, and I believe that those subjects really cause us to be awakened or to resonate with all of us on some level, where we all are on our journey. Each of us are at a different place. So I believe the things that we talked about before were good for that moment that we were in. Now it's time to put the pedal to the metal, and that's what we are doing. So the last month, I have, everybody that's listening to this, perhaps maybe some of you don't know, but I launched a skincare line, but I did that over a year ago. And so over a year ago, my skincare line has been out, and it has been in the market for a while. Well, actually for the year. And we're also on Walmart.com, but we're also on our own social media. On our own website outlet or our e-commerce site, which is theevolveposhbrand.com. And so you can go there and find all of our products. So this past month, I someone asked me a question, and that question began to jog my mind, began to cause my mind, my wheels to begin to spin. Like, what do I want to do to elevate my brand and to bring the skincare line to make it better? And so I just began to sit and meditate and just ask, source, what is it that I could do to make it better? What is it that I can do to improve it? We should always leave room for improvement. We should always leave room to evolve on our journey. That's in our personal life, in our business, in our relationships, spiritually, financially. There should always be room left to evolve and to expand. So when it came from my business and the thought and the idea transpired about me causing Evolve to evolve, because my skincare line is called Evolve Skincare. So what can I do to help evolve in the world that's fastly and quickly moving before all of our lives and our eyes? And so I just began to sit and ponder. And one of the thoughts that came to me, amongst many things that we are implementing with the skincare brand, is a commercial. And I had thought about a commercial some time ago. That thought came to me, some months back, about doing a commercial, putting together this commercial. But I just kind of tossed the idea to the side. I was like, nah, I'm not ready for that. And you know why? Because I was not ready to be in front of a camera. And so this past month challenged me to come out of my comfort zone. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, you are an entrepreneur. Matter of fact, not just an entrepreneur, I am a serial entrepreneur. I've owned multiple businesses, multiple six-figure businesses. So now, since technology and things have changed, and we're no longer in the dinosaur ages, we're no longer where you can hide behind the keyboard, the algorithms are forcing you to come out, to show your face so that people can see the voice behind the face. I knew that it was time for me to step up my game. I knew that I had to break this invisible box, to break out this world that I have built around myself, that kept me comfortable and that kept me protected from what I thought were people who would say all kind of negative things towards me, which they probably would. They probably, hey, that's what they do out in social media land. But nevertheless, I was so afraid of, what I would sound like on camera, what would I look like on camera, how would people receive me, to where I stopped, or I allowed that to hinder me from moving forward and this other door, this other adventure, this other venture that was opening before me. And so I began to sit in my meditation time, and I said, you know what? This should not be. This will be the last of this. I won't do this. I cannot be a serial entrepreneur and stay behind the computer or stay behind a meme, stay behind a post. I have to put my face out there. I remember one of my former marketers, she would always send me over a little like phases, because we did the marketing strategy in phases. She said, well, you need to get on social media. This was over like 2 years ago, I think 2019, I believe it was. She said, you need to get on social media and you need to start doing videos, and so people can see who you are. I'm like, no, I don't know about that video stuff. I don't think I'm ready for all of that. And that, let the people that's doing it, they doing a great job, and I'll just keep posting my posts. And so at one point I did start doing it in 2019. I did it for a very short time, right? I started doing it. It was a very short time. And I was so nervous doing it at that particular time. I'm like, you know what? This right here, this is not for me. I don't know about this part, of my entrepreneurship journey. I don't know about this coming out on this camera, because to me it's like I'm looking at this camera and I don't see anybody looking back at me, because I like to engage with the audience, sort of like what I'm doing right now with this podcast. I can't see you guys other than your avatar that's showing, but I know you're there. I know you're listening. Good evening to you, April. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I know you're there and I know you're listening, but I can't see you. So the camera was so intimidating to me. Being, in the video was so intimidating to me. But I knew that I had to break out of my comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, it will kill you. Your comfort zone can destroy you, your personal life, your business, and everything else that's around you. It can, and when I say everything else, meaning other people that are around you, because there are so many people that are waiting. And this is what I was told for years, since 2019, and probably before that. But I know for a fact since 2019, my marketing friend, my marketing person that did my marketing, she would say that, and so many other people would tell me there are so many people that are waiting to hear your voice. They want to hear your voice. They're ready to receive from you because what you have to say resonates with them. And so I would reject the idea, like, no, I don't want to do that. But I knew that it was a must for me to break out of that comfort zone and come out of a place that I was really comfortable in. I was comfortable with just posting this content behind this computer desk. And then source God was saying, no, ma'am, that's not what's going to happen these days because technology has shifted. And if you want to stay on track, or if you want to stay, I guess, ahead of the game, or with the curve that's happening now and not get left behind, then you need to get aboard. You need to come aboard. You need to move with what's moving right now. And right now, behind the keyboard, being a keyboard typist or bandit or poster, that's not what's going to get it these days. You're going to have to put your face in that camera. And so that's what I had endeavored to do. With the commercial, it was a way for me to do dual things. First of all, the commercial needed to be done because we needed to do that for the brand. That was another expansion to the brand, and that's what we're doing. We're expanding the brand because of the demand for the brand. It's there. Number two, the commercial served the part of me breaking out of comfort zone and breaking out of the fears of what other people would think and say. Being an entrepreneur, now I'm being very transparent. Yes, I'm a serial entrepreneur, but this new thing that was happening with this technology that caused me to be timid a little bit in some areas to where I did not want to put my face in the camera. So, but me doing this commercial and shooting some other things that are taking place behind the scenes, which I won't discuss on air, because I believe in doing my best work in silence and allowing my results to make the most noise for me. Because I don't have to share. You don't have to share and announce things prematurely before their time, because then you're giving too many people access to what you're doing, and people can say all type of negative things towards it and throw all type of negative energy out there against what you're doing. So I have learned over the years to keep my mouth closed until things manifest. And so when it was time for me to do the commercial, I had already known about the commercial maybe like a month and a half, 2 months prior to me doing this commercial. But on the day that I was set to go on the set, that's when I made the announcement. Hey, I'm getting ready to go on set of my first recording, which it is. That was my very first recording for being in the media in that degree, on television in that degree, because there are other opportunities again that are presented itself. So it was my first time of being able to do that, and I made that announcement on that day. I did not do it 2 days before. Sometimes we can get so excited. I remember getting so excited many years ago in my youthfulness, just so excited because you want to tell people about what's happening in your life. Oh, I'm just so excited to let all my friends know. No, baby, these are not your friends. These are people that are on social media. They're not your friends. They don't know you personally. They are, part of your sisterhood. They're part of your brotherhood, meaning as far as your community. But you can't say all these people are your friends, even though on Facebook they say, do you know this person? And you accept them as a friend request. That doesn't mean that they are your friends. It just means that they're someone that you are sociably with, that you connect with on an outlet, a social media outlet. That's all that they are. And so I had to learn over the years to keep my mouth closed and allow my best work to be seen when it was time for it to manifest. And that's what I did. And so just make a long story short, we have just a commercial that's getting ready to take place, and it should be airing really, really soon. But since that commercial, I just began to just run with what I was doing. It's like that door was open for me to be in front of the camera, and as you all can see, I just went through the door. I stepped all the way over, and I have not looked back. I've been making video content after video content. I know people are, sometimes they say, well, I need to do my hair and put this makeup on and put my, best of the best on. Or, you need to dress a certain type of way. Honey, you waiting to do all that every single day. And before you come on air, you better get yourself out there and put your content out before the people. You better put your brand out there before the people. What you can't wait for an opportunity to present itself. You have to take the opportunities or make the opportunities happen for you. So you're sitting back waiting until you have your makeup done before you put your content out there. When you see people on TikTok who are posting videos about um, laundry detergent or dishwashing detergent, and they got over millions and millions of views, or you see this guy on TikTok who just posts funny faces at other people's videos, and he has over 1 million people that are following him, and he's making money, but you're waiting till you put your makeup on before you get out on the air. That is not what you should be doing. You're waiting until you look the certain type of way before you get on the air. Stop with all that nonsense. You got to get on this air, because that's what's happening right now. That's the thing right now. Being out in the open and in the public, showing your face is what's happening right now. That is the new thing. That is the end thing. So that's what some of the things that I did this past month, and also to I did take some time to rest. I did take some time to go and visit a couple of places that I wanted to go visit, and just sit back and relax for a few days. That's what I really truly did. And you know how they say you can go on vacation, but then when you come back from the vacation, you're just as tired as you was before you went on the vacation, like you need a vacation from the vacation. So that's what I feel like I need a vacation from the vacation, because you feel like you're doing more work during your vacation. You're really not resting because you're thinking about all these other things you need to do. That's what I really was doing while I was on vacation. So I was really, I guess you want to call it a workcation, because I really was working versus me relaxing. But tonight we're just going to talk about entrepreneurship and how tough it is to be an entrepreneur. Most people look at the glam, they look at the what I call the aftermath, when we have like storms or disastrous things, there's an aftermath that happens, and those things can look chaotic. But I'm talking about the aftermath in this sense, to where things look good. So keep that in mind as I'm saying the word aftermath. So being in the entrepreneurship, we look at people who are driving the Rolls Royce, who live in the mansion, who are able to buy the Gucci bags, the Louis Vuitton, the Chanel, the red bottom shoes, all these different things. We're looking at that and we're like, wow, they're doing very successful. But we're not looking at all the hard work that goes behind, and or that you don't see in private, i.e., like what I was doing for the past month, all the hard work, and the months prior to that, all the hard work that I never talked about. But we look at the successes that people have, the material things that they have conquered, and we desire those, not knowing that the life as an entrepreneur, it can suck. It can be very tough, and it is, because for one, you don't have a 9 to 5 job that you can rely on. If you don't work, you don't eat. Literally, if you don't do the work, then you don't get your next paycheck. If you don't do the work, then nobody else is going to come in to save you, to do the work for you. So it can be tough, and it can get lonely. And I say that because you can see all of your friends going out, they hanging out at the club, they going out to eat, or they going for, say, I'm with this group that goes out and walk, and there are days that I want to go out, and exercise and just hang out with them. But then there are times that I know I can't do that, because my entrepreneurship, my business is demanding that I give it attention at that moment. So it can be lonely, because you feel like everybody's out doing and living his best life. Their viva la loca life, where you're at home, you're at home or in your home office and you're working. So it can be very lonely at times. And I hope I have some entrepreneurs that are listening to this that can attest to this. Also, entrepreneurship can be very hard. It can be a very hard business. And let me tell you the reason why. Because there can be times when you want people to say yes and they're going to say no. There can be times when you want to go through a door, but you don't have access to go through that door. There can be times when you want to make a sale and you have not made any sales in 30 days. There can be a time where you want to get clients, but you have not gotten any clients in almost 2 or 3 months. It can be very hard because you know that you have your savings or whatever you have saved up and you're utilizing those savings in order to pay your bills. Entrepreneurship can be extremely hard because, especially if you are a small business entrepreneur, you are having to do most of the work until you can make enough money to hire people. And I'm so grateful that God source has allowed me to make enough money to where now I can hire a staff. I have a staff that helps me do everything that I'm doing. And I like to tell people this: you're not really a true entrepreneur until you have a staff that you can pay. You're just someone that's really doing a hobby. And I hope that don't sound mean, rude, but it is what it is. And hopefully, I know somebody is not going to like that when they hear it. But until you can hire people, until you really can hire folks and put people on payroll, then you really truly are not an entrepreneur. You're someone who has a good hobby until that good hobby takes off. So entrepreneurship can be extremely hard. It can be extremely hard. It can be extremely difficult. I have a business, and my business depends on me to get up every single day, whether I'm not feeling well. Because again, if you're the one who's running your business, if you're sick, you cannot take a lot of days off. Otherwise, the business is going to, be at a standstill unless you have people who are helping you. I hope that makes sense. So, entrepreneurship too also it's like a bad breakup. You know how you have that bad breakup with that boyfriend or with that girlfriend, and y'all break up, and it's like one of the worst things ever. It's like when I went through my divorce with my former husband. I went through my divorce, and it was one of those bad divorces, and it just lingered on for a long time. Entrepreneurship can feel like that. It's like something you feel like you can't live without this individual. I remember when I first went through my divorce, I felt like, what was I going to do? My life was over. I can't live without this individual. I need him to, he was what I depended on for X, Y, and Z. All I saw was me and him. So divorce or entrepreneurship can feel like that bad breakup that you feel as though you cannot live without. Let me tell you, you can live without that individual. You just have to learn how to do it. And so there are things that you can do in order to get over, just like with that relationship, that bad breakup. There are things that you can do in order to get over that relationship. Likewise, there are things that you can do as an entrepreneur, and we're going to talk about a couple of those things in 2 minutes, and then I'm going to open it up for Q&A if anyone have any questions. There are several bad things that could be said about being an entrepreneur. And one of those things is that 98%, listen to me, I know that's a large number. That means only 2% of the people make it. 98% of the businesses fail. Most businesses, especially if you're in a restaurant, they say most restaurant businesses don't last a year. They said that is one of the toughest businesses to get involved in. I remember years ago, I wanted to own a restaurant. Got the business plan, paid $2,500 for the business plan to get made, and I began to just talk to some different people that I knew that had owned a restaurant, and I asked them for the truth. Tell me the truth about the business, and they told me that that's one of the hardest businesses to be involved in. And most of them don't make it. They fail. but that doesn't necessarily mean that those that listen to me, that's what's going to happen to you. And they fail because people are really truly not knowing how to manage a restaurant. It's not like managing a daycare center, which I own a daycare center. It's not like managing that. It's a total different operational system that you need to know how to put in place in order to manage that restaurant successfully. And the reason why I believe that most businesses fail, or most entrepreneurs fail, um, or 98% of them fail, is because people focus on the wrong thing. They focus on the activity instead of the outcome. The activity. You focus on what you're doing, like me trying to mentor so many people, but not the outcome. Does that make sense? Focusing on the activities, the day-to-day activities, like the paperwork, the stuff that people don't see, the office stuff, making sure, this invoice is covered, this person is getting paid, check, just doing the different things that you do with running a business, but you're not focused on the outcome. What is the outcome that you want to achieve with your business? You should always have an outcome, and not just focus on the activity, but focus on the outcome. What does that word outcome mean? The word outcome means the way a thing turns out, or the consequences of you doing something. So you're focusing on the activity versus the consequences, or versus the way in which this thing is going to turn out. You need to focus on how it's going to turn out for you by doing those particular activities. What are the results? And that's part of the law of cause and effect. You do something, there's an effect for it. You do something else, there's a different effect that comes along with that. The number two reason why 98% of entrepreneurship fail is, secondly, many do not have a successful business coach or mentor. We can kind of put a little pause right there, because that is extremely important. That is extremely important. You need to have a coach. You need to have a mentor. You need to have someone that is successful, that is doing what you want to do, or that has done what you want to do. When I say done, I mean they've already did it, and they can show you and teach you how to get it done. You need to have someone that's coaching you. If you are listening to me tonight and you don't have a coach in your life for nothing, like a personal coach, a personal development coach, a conscious creator coach, a mindset coach, a financial coach, a business coach, no type of coach, um, you need to get yourself one, number one. And that's probably the reason why you're not going anywhere. You're stuck because you have not connected yourself to something that's bigger than you. And it's just like putting your computer, your plug into the outlet. When your computer starts to die, it needs to be charged up. Or when your phone starts to die, it needs to be charged up. So that, guess what you have to do? You have to plug it into the outlet. That is what a mentor or coach can do for you. It can keep you charged, keep you ignited, keep the passion going, can help you avoid some of the pitfalls that you could possibly fall in. They can help steer you in a different direction, help show you another way, help give you a different plan. So they can help you achieve your goals and help you set goals. So you need to have a coach. You need to have someone that's coaching you or that's mentoring you. A mentor is a person that is experienced and that is someone that you can trust them for their advice. If you don't have anybody in your corner that is experienced and that you can trust them with their advice, who are you listening to? Who are you getting information from? I said today on a video that every single month And I didn't say this part, but so you guys are getting this part for free. Every single month, though, you need to be sitting with someone that's bigger than you every single month, at least 30 minutes. I'm not talking about watching a YouTube video. Say, hey, I sat with this individual and, and I listened to them, for 30 minutes on a YouTube video. No, ma'am. No, sir. You need to be sitting physically with someone. You need to call someone, get on a Zoom call. Right now, I know we're in a pandemic and people are starting to get back out into the working environment or whatever. But get on the Zoom call. If the person that you want to mentor you and you've reached out to them, trying to make a connection with them to mentor you or to coach you, then they are not the one to coach you if they're not responding. You have people that are close to you, i.e., like me, myself. If you are on this call, you're listening to my voice, that can mentor you, that can give you experience, and that can give you trusted advice. But you need to be sitting with someone for at least 30 minutes a month. 30 minutes a month. Because what the information that they can give you within 30 minutes, you can never get that in a university. I don't care how much school you've gone to and the best university that you could have ever achieved, if it was Harvard. I know people, I went to Harvard or I went to Yale. Okay. You went to those places. All right. I'm happy for you. You did that. You got the name of one of your belt. But are you any more advanced than the next person? Because I know people that sit with folks and the information that they receive, the Yale and the Harvard degree don't even compare. I've sat with people that are millionaires. And I've listened to billionaire people talk. I'm not talking about on social media. I've listened to these people personally. I have coaches myself. Your coach should have a coach. Your coach should have someone that's giving them personal development. Entrepreneurship, again, can be very, very difficult, but you can get over the entrepreneurship hurdles, and it can be very rewarding for you. For me, it was very difficult, but there were also so many rewards. But I could not have done any of the things that I did without having a coach and a mentor. I have people that are helping me do the things that I'm doing. I've had people that offer help that I've had to pay. That's another thing. We got to stop, as an entrepreneur, you have a business and you want people to support your business. You see your sister, your brother have a business that's opposite of yours, and you know that they can help you, pay them people to help you. Stop wanting people to help you for free. Because remember, you have your own business and you're not giving away product. Otherwise, how are you going to support yourself? So as an entrepreneur, I've had the opportunity and have been offered to travel several different places throughout this country. I've never been out of the United States. One day, I know that we will be going there because I'm instructing those that are part of my team to get their passport. I know some people on that are on here tonight that are part of my team. They just now joining the team. They don't have their passport, but hey, we're going to help you get your passport because we're getting ready to go somewhere, and you need to have your passport so you can travel. All right? You're going to have that passport so that you can travel with us as a team. And so, but one of my greatest passion is speaking to women and men on various platforms. And while my greatest accomplishments is being able to start, several businesses and be a serial entrepreneur, and then also to help single women because I understand what it is to be single, to be a single mother. I'm having now gone through a divorce. I became a single mother because we had children together. And so one of my greatest accomplishments, first of all, is my children and being able to mentor my own children first and foremost. and then take that and mentor other people because I've seen the results that I have implemented with them. So, but my one of my greatest accomplishments and things that really bring me joy is to see women, mothers, you know, come into my one-on-one entrepreneurship success program and then see their lives change, see their businesses, them launch businesses. Because I've had women that have gone through my program that have launched businesses. My assistant is on here, and she can tell you because she's went through my program a couple of years ago, and people literally launched their business. So my accomplishment is to see them launch their business, to see them grow their business, and to help them scale their business to where they become six-figure entrepreneurs. It's not enough just to say, "Hey, I launched a business," and you got your stuff licensed with the state that you're in. But you have to become a six-figure entrepreneur. I'm not talking about one time, but you're making six figures every single month. You may not start off doing that, and it's not about chasing money because anything you chase you're going to lose. It's going to run from you. It's going to fly away from you. But you should have some type of mindset and desire to leave a legacy. My desire is to help you all leave a legacy and to establish a dynasty. I want to help every woman that's listening to me and every man that's listening to me. I want to help you leave a legacy. I want to help you establish a dynasty. Everybody remember that show from years ago? Dynasty? Talking like this, I mean, this is that different type of talk. Leave a dynasty where there's a succession of people from your family line who play prominent roles in businesses, politics, and in other fields. You be the ruler. That's what a dynasty is. It's people that rule. They rule in a field. I want you to rule in your field. Whatever field of business or entrepreneurship that you are in, I want to see you dominate in that field. Venus and Serena, they dominated in tennis. Tiger Woods, he dominated in golf. Michael Jordan, he dominated in basketball. Bill Gates, he dominated when it come to Microsoft and computers, technology. Warren Buffett, he dominates the market. I know there are other people now that have come along. They're millionaires and billionaires too. But at one point, all we heard was Bill Gates because he dominated in business and investing. The gentleman that Amazon, they're dominating in the market. And you can tell that because why? Target, Walmart, all these other people now are starting to add delivery to their services that they provide. Car side services, because they saw what Mr. Amazon was doing. They say, look here, we're going to have to get on board because this guy is taking business from us. People are in the comfort of their house and they're not coming out. They're just ordering this stuff. You can order food from Amazon now. It'll come straight to your front door. So people have decided, these other companies have decided, look, we got to get on board with what's happening right now in the society because Mr. Amazon, he taking over. He is ruling. And they decided to put that plan into place to offer curbside shopping or assistance, whatever it's called, when you order your stuff online and it gets shipped to your house. Because they saw something, just like what I did, wanted to stay behind a computer and be comfortable with that. They were comfortable with people coming to their store. But then when they saw a shift in the economics that people were not coming to the stores anymore, especially during this pandemic, folks were staying in their house. So they started implementing this new thing, which is to keep that money being recycled into their heritage or their lineage, and they are establishing that dynasty. But right now, Mr. Amazon, he got it on lock. He still has it on lock. And I know other companies have added that, shopping part where you can order online or come to the store and pick it up, however they're doing it, bring it to your house or however it's done. But irregardless, he has it on lock. And so they know that Mr. Amazon knows what he's doing. That guy started in a small little corner of his house or his apartment. He started in a smaller area with an idea. That's the same thing for you. You start with your one idea and you work that idea consistently for one full year. You will be at the top of your game. Take that idea, work it. When I say work it, I'm not just talking about doing activity without an expected outcome. Working that idea also encompasses your mind, your finances. You get in personal development. That means you're going to have to hire a coach or mentor. You're going to get you some books. Get the books that your mentor have. Those should be the first ones that you get if you have a mentor or a coach. You should be getting their material, listening to what they're saying. If you trust them to be your mentor or your coach, you should support what they have. You should get their resources because they want to see you win. So Mr. Amazon said, look, I know where I'm going. Yeah, I'm in this corner right now, but it ain't going to be like that forever. Some of you may feel like you're in your corner right now in your business, but let me tell you, you're not going to be there forever. You may feel like your business is small, and I don't even like to use that word. And people say, oh, you got a small business? No, my business is not small. I have a business. I am the business. I am the business, and I operate. Nothing small over here. We don't use the word small. So Mr. Amazon said, well, hey, I got this thing that I'm doing. I got my plan put in place. And sooner or later, things are going to begin to shift and turn around. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Things began to turn. That man business, I mean, he made, even during the pandemic, I heard he made trillions of dollars during the pandemic. We're in a full-fledged pandemic. And this dude, Jeff Bozo, made trillions of dollars during a pandemic. Do you hear what I just said? So don't tell me there's no money that cannot be made. There's money that can be made. It's just that those who are making it know the secrets and they're not telling you. But I'm here to tell you the secrets. One of the secrets, and then we're going to do the Q&A. One of the things you must know where you're going in order to win. You must know where you are going in order to win. Where are you going? It's no difference than when you get inside your car. You start that car, you buckle up, put that car into drive, and you start driving. You have to know where you're going. You're going in your destination. Where is that? What does that look like? My destination and your destination may not look the same, but nevertheless, we all win. Wherever you're going, it's a win for you. Wherever that is, it's a win for you. So you must know where you are going in order to win. So many people want to be, pop singers, or they want to be models. They want to sing R&B. They want to play basketball, football. But that's just not who they are. And too many of us have been living our life enormously upside down of the table. Because why? We try to force a narrative. And that narrative can be very romantic to our eyes versus what you actually have. And that comes with not knowing who you are and having that identity crisis. But we're not going to talk about that. So this is what we're doing tonight. I've talked now for about 45 minutes, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I did. If you have any questions, you can ask those now. I'm going to open it up for Q&A, and I'll take the questions for the next 15 minutes. And while you are typing, I'm going to make an announcement. We are planning for September 15th through the 17th of 2022. We're planning EC22, which is Evolve Conference 22. It is a mastermind conference. We will have speakers, thought leaders, entrepreneurs that will come from all across the country in Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to officially make an announcement, hopefully by the end of the week. So those of you that are on here tonight, you got firsthand privilege and information. We're going to be having a conference September 15th through the 17th, having an event called EC22 event. If you want to be a part of the know and get the firsthand information, I invite you to email us. And the reason why I'm going to give you this email is because we are going to put you on our email list. And then also too, I'm going to add you to where you get text messages from me to keep you abreast as to what is happening. So I want you to send over an email to admin, ADMIN, at AngelaYIrvin.com. That's admin at AngelaYIrvin.com. Send over your contact information because we want to keep you in the loop. We want you to stay abreast as to what we are doing so that you can always know. Also, too, sending us over your contact information helps me to send you out affirmations because I'm going to start sending out affirmations to those that are a part of the community. And then I'm going to give you an opportunity to join the community because you have to make an investment in your own life. You have to make an investment in your own life. Once you join the community, there is no saying, well, hey, that was my mentor. If we can use a scripture from the Bible, and those know I don't really hound on the Bible like that, but Elijah and Elisha, he was with that man till he died. But us today, we get a mentor, we get information from them, and we go on about our business. We don't look back. We don't share any of that content on social media. We share everybody else's. We don't even tell people about the mentor. You have people that celebrate you, but they really don't like you. And we have to do better. We have to do better. And that's why I talk about character a lot. Your character is so important. You got to treat people who have been good to you kind. Got to be kind-hearted. I just had a meeting with my marketing team on Monday, and they thought that you know how people have an assumption about our culture of people. I think everybody from my culture is just hard and abrasive, and so the meeting went total opposite of what they had expected. And before the meeting was over, everybody on the call was crying, and they were saying, "We love you," and I love them too. I love them too. And it's not my job to beat anybody up, to make anybody feel less than, because then if I do that to someone, I'm actually doing it to myself because I believe that we're all one. It's one spirit. Many different bodies, but it's all one spirit. And I'm not going to hurt you because if I hurt you, I'm going to hurt myself. I'm hurting myself. And I don't want to see myself in pain. I don't like unnecessary pain. Yes, somebody said grace it is. So again, I'm going to give you that email. You can send over. It's admin at AngelaYIrvin.com. For those of you that don't know, I have a skincare line. I talked about that on my broadcast that I did on my Facebook, not Facebook Live, Instagram Live earlier today. And I think I may have said it earlier on this broadcast too. We've talked about a lot, but I have a skincare line. And if you have not gotten any product from me, some of you on here have, but if you have not purchased anything, then you should. You should be purchasing something. How can you tell people about this product and you have not experienced it? How can you say, I am your mentor, and you have not supported the product in that area? That's like false representation. You can't represent something you have no experience or knowledge about. The website is on the screen, and that is theevolveposhbrand.com. You can go there and you can support. I will be giving out more information about how you can join the community of I Am That Lady. It's a network of professional and entrepreneur women who are joining, who are collaborating, who are celebrating. No competition, even though there is competition. I know we had this thing where nobody is my competition. No, people are your competition. I have a competitor with my skincare line that I look at and I see what they're doing. These are things that I learned from people that sit at high places. The folks that's at a low level tell you that you won't have no competition. That's a lie. Yes, you do. Don't listen to that, because somebody's always competing with you. Somebody's always trying to be better than you and outdo you. Trust me, believe me, I'm telling you the truth. You may not know that they are, but somebody's always watching you to see if they can come one up on you, or they want to size you up. So in our group, we're going to collaborate. We're going to celebrate. We're going to build. We're going to empower. We're going to help you expand and scale your business up. So send us the email with your contact number so that we can put you on our text messaging. So that's what I wanted to share with you all tonight. If you have any questions, which I don't think anybody does because nobody put it in the comment section, then if you don't, we're going to end the live or this podcast this evening. I have tremendously enjoyed, first of all, just being transparent with all of you all. Thank you for your time. And thank you for your energy that you brought, because your energy means a lot. Everything is energy. Talking about that many times. Everything is energy. Your presence is energy. Your time is energy. Your money is energy. Your idea is energy. Don't you know when you get an idea, because it is energy, that you're not the only one who got that idea? Multiple people got the idea. I'm going to tell you this. The man who put the stripe on the back of the credit card, because the credit cards originally didn't have that little swipe little bar on the back. The man that put that swipe on the back of the credit card, he wasn't the only person that had that idea. The man who did the sticky notes, he wasn't the only person that got that idea, but they are the ones who executed out first. Just like in the race. Here we go again, talking about competition. Have you ever been to a dog race or a horse race? Everybody's standing at the same place. They're all waiting for that, especially if it's a dog race. They're waiting for that rabbit. They're waiting for that rabbit to come out and that gate to lift. The first one out the gate. Everybody see the same rabbit. You see it. We all see the same rabbit. We're all waiting for the gate to lift. And the first person, the first dog, hound dog, the greyhound that jumps out first gets a good lead. Doesn't necessarily mean that he always wins, but he has a greater chance of winning if he steps out first. So stop waiting. Take the leap in your business. Take the leap in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in you. You're worth it. You're worth the investment. All right? Thank you all so much for listening to me tonight. And I appreciate each one of you. And I hope you have a good evening.